preaching this morning was the authority of the mother. The authority of the mother. The authority of a mother, of the mother. The mother has great authority. One thing about being a mother, I don't know a whole lot about it, because I'm really not a mother. I'm a male, I'm a dad, but I realize that mothers are one of those vital creatures on earth. And the reason why I said that is because God told Adam, said, it's not good for you to be alone, that you needed a helpmeet. And the reason why he said he needed a helpmeet because Adam needs somebody to work beside him, not behind him.
All right.
And the reason why he gave him a helpmeet because number one, God had wanted to replenish the earth. And he couldn't replenish the earth with Adam just alone. He needed somebody that can procreate, as I say, or make children. So he created Eve out of Adam. And the thing about it is, God did not make another woman. He just took the heart from Adam, or the rib from Adam, and made the woman. And that's creative to me because God, he can just really make anybody he wants to make. But he made somebody that was close to him. He made somebody that was a part of him. He made somebody that will be right by his side because God wanted them to be together forever. One thing about marriage, and I just put this a little bit in, marriage is a covenant, and marriage is something that people these days in time, even people that are in Christendom, they really don't take it serious. Because marriage is a covenant between a man and a woman, but most of all, God. When you're making those vows, I don't care how you put it, twist it, flip it, how you want to do it, bake it, fry it, how you put it together. When you make those vows, you're making those vows to God and to your spouse or your husband or wife. God did not make marriage a man and a man, a woman and a woman. Congress did. God didn't make that. God don't even sanction that. He don't even honor that. So let me put that in there. He don't honor that. They call it equality. It's not equal. Because number one, you can't put a man and a man together and call them equal. You can't put a woman and a woman together and call it equal. That ain't God. That's man. That's the United States government. They made that happen. But you got to realize that the authority of the woman is a powerful thing. Very powerful. As I was growing up, my mother, of course my mother was married to my dad. Actually, he was my stepdad. But they was married to death do apart. And the thing about it is, when they died, as they died, they actually buried on top of one another, their bodies. But I saw them years for years, even though the trials and the struggles and the tribulations, they stuck together. They went through a lot, but they stuck together. But I watched my mother, very strong woman, very strong opinionated woman. If you didn't like the truth, don't ask her because she's going to tell you what she thinks. And if you don't like it, she still don't care and go about her business. She was that type of woman because the thing about it, the time that she was brought up was a rough time, very rough. She lost her mother and we had to keep her dad, my grandfather, we had to keep him and he was handicapped. He had a deformed hand and he was crippled. And he walked like this. But I saw my mother take care of him. Not only did she take care of him, she took care of her husband and she took care of her beautiful son. That's your opinion. I was stick with mine. But she took care of us. And I saw her do some mediocre jobs, but I never heard her complain. I saw her work for people, cleaning people's houses. taking care of other people's children, cooking their meals. She might have complained, but I never heard it. And my uncles would come there sometime and they be all banged up. She'd take them in, fix them up, ship them back out. They was coming in just like buses were coming into a bus terminal every now and then, but she never turned anybody away. That's what I call a mother. I don't know if I was the woman I'd have done that, but my mama illustrated that before me. And when she died, it hurt me. It still do, but she's still my mother. One thing about a mother, only get one. And even if you got an adopted mother, it's good to have one, because adopted mothers sometimes are better than the biological. But you can't forget the biological, because without the biological, you wouldn't have the step. There are some great mothers and there are not so great. Great mothers look after their family daily because of the loving nature that is within her. I'm talking about the mom that I've seen. Here is some difference between mothers of today and those of the past. Mothers of the past were at home more than the mothers are today with their children. In those earlier days, when I'm talking about, mothers stayed with their children because, number one, they want them to grow up right. They wanted to instill in them good values. Even a lot of times, these mothers was illiterate. They could not read. They didn't understand. But what happened is they was passed down. How can I put it? Integrity was passed down to the family from one to the other. So you got to realize that anytime you got a mother that will pour into your life, you are appreciated. You ought to appreciate a mother that will correct you with what you call in those days a switch. Those kids today, they don't know what a switch is. Because in my days, if I had said something to my mother out of the norm, I probably wouldn't be here. Or I'd probably be in traction. Or I'd probably be an invalid. Because she would have knocked my brains out and I wouldn't know who I were. But these days and time, kids think they can jump up in their parents' face and just say anything. But let me tell you what that is. That's a penalty against your life. The Bible says, honor thy mother and thy father, that thy days should be long upon this earth, with the first commandment with promise. The promise is that you live long, and the promise also that you go die early. So you have to realize that what happens is when you go against your mother or your parents, you only hurt yourself. Because God has already put that in motion. Because what happens is when you don't honor your parents, number one, really you don't honor your heritage. You don't honor your DNA. You don't honor the person that brought you up. I realize there's some mothers that don't care nothing about their children. There's some mothers that just have kids, they drop kids off and then they put them somewhere. But I read last week, me and my wife were looking at attention to the woman that had a baby and dropped her down a ravine. All she had to do was just take them to the fire department or social service, and somebody would take care of her. That's not a mother. That's really not a mother. That's just somebody just having sex that had a baby. It's the difference between being a mother and being a woman having a baby. One thing about being a mother, you're a mother for the rest of your life. Can I preach this thing? Can I preach it like I feel it? Because what happens is you got to realize there are some great mothers. Some of you are some great mothers and your kids don't appreciate it. Some of you just whip it out and your kids don't appreciate it. Some of you done went through a lot of stuff and your kids don't appreciate it, because what happens is you don't show them that side. You don't show them that side that when you go home and cry at night. You don't show them that side that when you be up at night. You don't show them that side that when you go to work and you're tired and you beat up and all this, and all they see is, Mama, this is what I want. You gotta appreciate your mama. I love my mama. But you know one thing? I miss her now more than ever. I miss my mama. Every time I talk about it, I tear up, because she was mine. Me and my mother, we were tough. We had our challenges, but she's still my mother. When I went to prison, my mom was there. When I went to jail, my mom was there. My mom was there. I don't love my mama, but my wife was there too. But I thank God for mothers. But I want to show you in scripture there is some qualifications of mothers. Go with me to Proverbs 31. And we're going down to the 26th verse. I don't want to be long. Because I know your children's going to take care of you. I know your children's finna take care of you. Amen. Can I teach? There's some reason why mothers don't spend time like they should with their children, with their child, their children. Number one is because divorce. Divorce causes some mothers to have to work outside the house, on the home. I realize that some divorced mothers that I take my hat out to you single mothers, because number one is you're a single mother raising a male child sometimes. Then again, it might not be a male child, but I take my hat off to you. Because these days of time, it costs more to raise a child than it was when I was back then. I don't know how much it costs to have a child, but back then you could have a child about a couple $100, $800, you good to go. Go to the store and get some Similac, pay $20. Well, what was Similac then? About $16, and she chill for a whole month. But the thing about it is the price of everything that went up now, so we have to realize that I take my hat off to mothers that have children that are single mothers. But this is one thing that what makes me mad about this is why do you mess with some knucklehead that ain't doing you no good?
All right.
Why are you having his baby and you got to raise his baby? Why you let him stay with you and he ain't got no job? Why you got the house and he ain't paying no papers? Why is he driving your car and he ain't got no license?
All right.
I'm not saying y'all, I'm just throwing it out there. Because there's some ladies that do these things, and what happened is it really shows how vulnerable they are, or how weak they are, or how needy they are. But let me tell you one thing. When you connect with Jesus, he'll be your daddy. He'll be your husband. He'll be your friend. He'll take care of you. I know he will, because there's some ladies in this church that are single and God done took care of them. And he's taking care of them. Matter of fact, he's taking care of them better than they is when they're with their husband. Or got a husband, can I preach? And also there are people that have children out of wedlock. And I understand that. Because just because children out of wedlock don't mean they're wrong. But this is the thing about it is when you have a child out of wedlock, number one, you ought to make your daddy pay.
That's right.
I get upset when women don't make their husband, well not the husband, don't make men pay for their babies. Because if you don't pay, if they don't pay for the babies, I have to pay for them. Through my taxes. Can I preach? You ought to make every man that you got a baby by, you ought to make him pay. After the sermon today, if he ain't paying, go uptown and take out a warrant.
All right.
We got to keep it real, y'all. It's time to quit messing around. These kids need some financial support. Because the Bible says redeem the time because the days get what? Evil and evil. Take them to court and make them pay. They'll find him. If he go to hell, they'll find him. They'll send the one to hell, they'll get him. Oh, you ought not talk like your church. This is real life. You need some real stuff. Quit getting that this sweet church stuff. Then what happened in your life is all jacked up. Can I teach you? Proverbs 21:31-26. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looks well to the ways of her household, and eats not the bread of idleness. What it is, what it's saying, this mother right here ain't got time for no gossip and no foolishness. She ain't got time to talk about somebody else's child. She ain't got time to talk about what's going on in the neighbor's house. She ain't got time to talk about what's going on in One Life to Live in General Hospital. What she's doing is she trying to get some wisdom coming out of her mouth, because what happened is the wisdom that's coming out of her mouth is the experience that she done went through. So what she's saying is, I'm going to tell my children what to do and what not to do. I'm going to show them the right way, and I'm going to show them the wrong way. But this is the thing about it is, she said, what she does is, she show her beauty and her wisdom by the way she walk. What I say is the way she carry herself. She don't look like she's 30 years old and walk around like she's 15. She's not walking around with her chest up here and think she's a hoochie. She ain't walking like here with her breast out here to here and ain't got nothing else to cover. What she doing is she got herself covered. She might not have a dime in her pocket, but she got grace. And when she walk in grace, people think she's a millionaire. But she actually is a millionaire in her wisdom. Because what she tell you what happened will come to pass. Because number one, she didn't went through it. Can I teach this thing? Amen. It's good to have somebody to pour in your life. It's good to have a good mother to pour in your life. It's good to have a mother to sit down and tell you, let me tell you, child, what you need to do. Sit down here and let me talk to you. Because a lot of mothers, when they sit down and talk to you, a lot of times they get a cup of coffee. What they're saying is, I want to sit here a while. I want to sit here a minute. I want to tell you some things that you really need to know. I want to tell you some things that you think you know, but you really don't know. And what you know ain't all that is to know. What I'm saying is, I'm going to take you to another level. If you just walk with me, daughter, you won't have to go through the trap. You have to walk with me, son. You won't have to go through the struggle. If you just walk with me, you won't have to go to prison. If you walk with me, you won't have to go to welfare. If you walk with me, you'll go to college. And this would happen. You'll have good success. Amen. All right. That's what good mothers are. Well, where's the dad? Well, we'll get to him on Father's Day. We're talking about the mothers. Because without the mothers, there will be no Jesus. God prepared not only Jesus a body, but he prepared a body for Jesus to come through. And the reason why Jesus had to come through a woman, because if it came any other way in the earth, it became illegal. That's right. Can I teach? Yes. So look what it says. The church today needs more spiritual mothers because the wisdom and the insight they bring to the ministry. We need good mothers in the church. I realized years ago that the mothers in the church, they would come in there and they look all mean, but they mean business. Because my grandmother, she was one of them. And they wore white all the time, well, most of the time. And when they be in church, they would have children to sit beside them. And what happened is, if a child cut up, all she had to do is just look at it. She didn't have to say a word. She just look at it. Because they know what that means. If you keep cutting up, when we get out of church, I'm going to wear you out. I'm going to whoop your butt, and you better not say nothing. What they were saying is, I'm going to teach you some respect in the house of God. What have happened today, there's no respect. There's no reference for God. There's no reference for His church. There's no reference for the parent. There's no reference for authority. There's no respect today. So what happened is, what we have to do is, we got to get the honor back in. We got to get the honor back in the family. We got to get the honor back in the children. We got to get the honor back in the parents. Because what happens, you got to realize, the Bible says, humility becomes before honor. You can't be honored till you humble yourself under the mighty hand of God. So what God says, what I want to do, I want to honor you, but I want to honor you through humility. In other words, I want to raise up great mothers. Great mothers really come out of the church. Because years ago, those mothers in the church kept everything together. You have to realize even the mothers kept the church together because the men was not there. So true. They thought they were mother. Let me tell you one thing about another type of mother that you really don't want to be. You don't want to be a mother like Rebecca. We got those type of mothers. Who was Rebecca? Bet you ask. Genesis 27. We ain't be long. Genesis 27. Can I teach this? Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Genesis 27. And it came to pass when Adam was old and his eyes were dim, so he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said to him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here I am. And he said, behold now, I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapon and thy quiver and thy bow, and go out into the field and take and get me some venison, which is some deer, and make me some savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me that I may eat, that my soul may be blessed before then I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spoke to Esau, his son, or their son, and Esau went into the field to hunt for venison and to bring it in. Now look what happened. The mother heard the father telling the son, said, look here, I want you to go get something to eat. Because I'm getting old, and we had realized back in the day when you get old, what happened is, he said, I want to leave my son an inheritance. In those days, not today, but in those days, the inheritance always went to the eldest on down. But Rebecca was, she was this type of mother that she was conniving. You ever known a conniving mother? A conniving mother is a dangerous mother. A conniving mother is a snake. Now, she's always conniving. I'm not talking about a mother I'm trying to connive. What she's trying to do is, this is what the Bible said. The Bible said respect the person that's sin. Never have never have a children, never have one of your children better than the other. Treat them all the same. But you got to treat them in their vein as they're lame, but treat them the same. If you whoop one, whoop the other. If you buy one some, buy the other some. If you buy some if you buy one, pay $100 for one, pay $100 for the other. But if you want to do it like this, break it down and buy 4 of them and pay $25 for 4 of them, then you spend $100. You got to use some money. But what Rebecca did is, what she done to make a long story short, what it is, she tried to deceive her husband. Because she favored Jacob over Esau. And that's a bad thing. Because number one, when you pit your child against another child, you're going to cause somebody to get killed. Or somebody to get hurt. So what she done is, let me show you something in the scripture. Take my time. I want to teach today. I ain't going to do no lot of preaching. Let me teach you something. Go with me down to, it says, go with me down to the 12th verse. Look what it says. My father peradventure will feed me, and I shall see him, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, which he would, and bring a curse upon me and not a blessing. Anytime you try to do something out of hand, you bring a curse on yourself. Deception is really a curse. See, people that are deceiving, they only hurt themselves. What he was saying is, see, look here, mama. If I trick daddy, what happened is I'm going to bring a curse. But if you read on down in another part of the scripture, she said, go ahead, bring it. I received the curse. Why would you want a curse on your children? Why would you want a curse on your life? Why do you want to have this type of behavior bereavement in front of your children? Why do you want to execute this type of behavior? Then when your child grew up, then you want to correct her and him or whatever, and you done showed her how to do it. You done pattern the behavior of the second before your child. Now your child going to deceive other folk. Not only will they deceive other folk, they deceive you. And what happened is you want to punish them for that deceiving you, but what happened is you brought up the seed. You done put this seed in this child, and after a while you had to realize a seed gonna grow. And when the seed gets bigger and bigger, when she get deception, he get the deception, not only she gonna start deceiving, she gonna start stealing. Not only she gonna start stealing, she gonna start hooking. When I say hooking, start selling their body, male and female, because deception comes in different patterns. This deception comes in sexuality, especially these days of time. So what happening, what you're doing is you raising up a monster in your house. In other words, what you're saying is, I don't care about that person's future. I don't care about my child's future. I want something was right now. But you got to realize when you plant a seed, it's going to grow. When you plant a seed, it's going to grow. It's a natural, spiritual, it's going to grow. When you plant that seed in deception, what's going to happen is that seed got a long line of roots that's connected to it. Can I teach this thing? So what happened is, what she done is, she teaching her son how to be slick. But you got to realize, the Bible says God is not mocked. See, one thing about it is, whatever you sow, it's going to grow. Whatever you do, is coming back. I say this a lot of times, the harvest is always bigger than the seed. You might deceive me, but when it come back on you, it's going to have a double portion. When it come back on your family, it's going to have a double portion. When it come back on your child, it's going to have a double portion. When it come back on your job, it's going to have a double portion. When it come back on your health, it's going to have a double portion. When it come back on your finances, finances, you're going to have a double portion. Harvest is always bigger than the seed. I heard somebody saying, I like to use this here. You might get by, but you won't get away. Can I teach? So what happened is, the thought of a mother. You don't want to be that type of mother. I've seen these type of mothers in my time coming up. I've seen mothers that send their daughters out to make money at an early age. I've seen them send the children to go steal when they didn't have to. I've seen them do that. And what happened is the kids grow up and that's all they know. All they know is how to steal. All they know is how to be deceptive. And then next thing you know, they're in the penitentiary. And when they go to the penitentiary, all the penitentiary do is teach you how to be a better criminal. There's no rehabilitation there. So what happens is they be a long time criminal in the penitentiary. When they go in, they come out and they go back in. Because number one, the seed of deception has been sown in there and nobody cut that root. That root hadn't been cut. Because nobody come out and taught their kid better. That's what I'm saying. The authority of a mother is a very important part in your life. You got to give your kids the best opportunity in life. These days and time, you ought to make sure your kids go to college. These days and time, you ought to make sure they go to college. You shouldn't wait till they get in the 12th grade. You ought to be getting them ready in the 9th grade. Because when they go to the 12th grade, there's somebody else already in line. So what you ought to be doing, you ought to prepare them like God. I prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemy. You ought to prepare a table for your child so when they get to college, they'll be ready to go in. Your child, my child ain't going to last out here in this world with a mediocre job. Your child didn't have a good job. You got a good opportunity. There's somebody died that you might have this opportunity. There's somebody got whipped all night long that you might got this opportunity. Somebody died that you would have the great opportunity in life. I ain't talking about Jesus. I'm talking about some people that died that you can have an education. You got to prompt your kids to go to college. Yes. Quit talking about I ain't got the money. It don't take money all the time. It take wisdom. You got to teach them to get scholarships and grants. Put $1 in a college fund when they're small. Instead of buying them a cell phone, you ought to buy them a policy. Buy them a life insurance policy. They can mature in 20 years. Wisdom. Can I teach you?
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell you something. Until Jesus comes, if your kid don't get into college and get a good education, you're going to struggle with it. I'll struggle with mine. I told my kid years ago, I said, boy, I told my son especially, Bernard, I said, look here, son, when you get out of school, you better go to college. You better get you good education. I told all of them. I said, because if it ain't, son, this is the real world. He went out to a place that did plastics, 3rd shift. He come home that morning, wore out. Said, Daddy, it's time. I said, well, look out, that's going to happen for the rest of your life. He went to school, I ain't come back. He went to school and said, hey, I can't do this. But you're going to have to do this, if you're not prepared. Prepare your kids. Prepare your kids to go to college. I understand they got these crazy people shooting. I understand that. But prepare them mentally. Prepare your kids. Prepare your nephews. Prepare them to go to college. Push them to go to college. Because if they don't go to college, you have to realize when they get bigger, they're going to be in your house. Hello, somebody. I'm trying to teach you a principle. I'm trying to teach you a godly principle in a natural setting. I don't need to be hollering all that stuff. We need to learn how to live like God. God said, I wish you prosper be in health as your what soul prosper. How can you prosper and be in health when you dump it in a bag of rocks? You can't prosper like that. Your soul prosper, your mind, will, and emotions. He said, I want you to prosper and be in health. Y'all better stay healthy, I'm telling you. It's gonna cost you when y'all get up, get my age. Healthcare going up. Can I teach this thing? Godly principle. Can I teach this? Let me go. Look what it says. It said the church today need more spiritual mothers because of the wisdom and the insight they bring. Mothers should give God their best praise because you have children. Psalm 119, Psalm 113-9. He makes the barren woman to keep house, but to be a joyful mother of children, praise you the Lord. In other words, you ought to praise God that God let you have children. Number two, there needs some spiritual mothers. Let me show you about some spiritual mothers. 1 Timothy 5:2. The elder women as mothers, the young women as sisters with all purity. In other words, we need women in the church that will teach young children how, young ladies how to be a lady. I ain't talking about how to be a girl, I'm talking about how to be a lady. Number one, in the old days, what they did is they taught young girls how to be mothers. They taught them how to be mothers, They taught them how to be wives. Number one, you can't teach nobody something you don't know. In other words, when you have good church mothers, they teach a young lady how to be a well-rounded young lady. In other words, how to see deception when they come, how to see the enemy when they come, how to see the affliction when they come. Even if they come through religion, they just learn to teach them how to see it. So in other words, when you need church mothers, what church mothers do, they help your children grow. In other words, not only your daughters, but your sons, they make your sons grow. They teach them how to have respect. They teach them how to have honor, They teach them how to have grace. They teach them how to say yes, sir, no, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. They don't tell them, well, how you doing? Yeah. You teach them respect. Respect will take you a long way. Amen. Most kids today, when you say something to them, they say, yeah. And they think that's cute. That's disrespect. In my day, well, them old days. Now, let me tell you about the old days. Without the old days, won't be no new days. Let me tell you, in my day was, when somebody come to an adult, I say, they say, how you doing, Steve? I say, fine, sir. Fine, ma'am. Number one, another thing too, when I'm in the house, when we're in the house talking to an adult, kids don't walk in and start running their mouth. Because you get knocked out at the same door you come in. But people say, well, I don't want to raise my kids like I did. What's wrong with you? How did you come out? I believe I come out pretty good. All the stuff that I've been through, I think I come out pretty good. I want to raise my kids in a better fashion, but I want to be raised like, I don't want them to do what I did. But I want them to have a better life. But I don't want them to sit around and want somebody to give them something. I want them to have a responsibility when you work for it, you appreciate it. Don't tell me that you give people something, they don't appreciate it. They're tired up, using, abusing, but when they get work for it, they appreciate it. You know why? Because they got to pay for it. Can I appreciate this thing? You to buy them high-dollar cell phones? Can you get mad when I say that? I could care less. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you get in a good strategic school. I'm trying to help you to get in Harvard. I'm trying to help you get in Princeton. I'm trying to help you get in Georgetown. That's what I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to challenge you to the next level. I want you to go higher than you ever been. I want you to get a job in cybersecurity. I'm trying to help you to be a politician and still keep your credentials. How to be a politician and still be saved. How to be a politician and still be holy. How to be a businessman, a businesswoman. That's what I want. The next generation should do better than we do. They should do better than I do. I want my kids to do better than I do. Because when they do better than I do, I'm doing my job. You should want your kids to do better than you do. Because when you get older, you might need them. Oh yeah, you might need them. They might give you a biscuit. Can I preach? Can I teach this? Let me bring this in. It says, Titus 2:3-4, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accused, but not giving much wine, teach them good things. That they may teach the young women to be sober, sober means think right, to love their husband and to love their children. That's what happened. I don't see a lot of that today. Because number one, too many mothers want to be hoochies. The scripture says, listen, the scripture says a lot about mothers or women in general in high degree. Let me show you something. Go to Proverbs 31. Go down to 10 verse. I'm coming in. Who can find a virtuous woman? That word virtuous means moral and of good character. Moral and of good character. Who can find a virtuous woman? Look what it's saying. Her price is above rubies. Her heart of her husband do safety, trust in her. So shall he that has no spoils. Can I preach? But look what it says. It says, she will do to him good and not evil all the days of her life. A good mother that has a husband, what happens is, what they does is they swap. When I say swap, they take care of each other all the days of their life. What they does is they plan out their future together as they live. As they age, they plan out a future to the next level that they want to get to. Even if they don't get there, they realize that, well, look here, we got to do this. Let's get to the next level. Let's do the right thing. In other words, a good woman, when she's a good virtue, what happens is she looks out for her family. Yeah, the man is the head of the family, but you got to realize the woman is the backbone of the family. The woman does a lot of the work. The woman does a lot of things, not just to wash it and all that, but a lot of times she does a lot of praying. She be the one at night that are up praying, walking around praying, asking God to help so-and-so, to help my daughter, to help my son, to help so-and-so, to help my husband. She's praying. So in other words, the woman is a very valuable person in the relationship. That's a virtual woman. I'm not just talking about it. I'm talking about a virtual woman. I'm talking about a woman that got morals. I mean a woman that got characters. A woman that got honor. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a woman that when you ask her to go 1 mile, she go 2. I'm talking about a woman that'll take somebody else's kid in and want to raise the kid up just as like hers. In other words, she'll teach that kid good value. That's what I'm talking about. That's what a virtual woman is, son. That's what he's talking about. He just not talking about any kind of woman who would want to be slick and want to have a nail done. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ever told? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Want to sit around and look cute? We ain't talking about that. We're talking about mothers. We're talking about mothers, huh? They talk to God, huh? They talk to God when she washing. Talk to God when she ironing. Talk to God when she taking a bath. Talking to God when she put on the clothes. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a mother that got a contact with God, just like we got a contact with AT&T if we got a cell phone. That's what I'm talking about, huh? That's the type of mother that I'm talking about. I'm talking about a real mother, huh? That love her kids. A real mother love her family. A real mother love her church. A real mother that loves God more than anything. That's what I'm talking about. A virtuous woman. They won't take no stuff. When somebody disrespects you, say, I ain't the one. I ain't the one, son. I ain't the one. You done knocked at the wrong door. Real mother. Real mother. You get it with her facing, huh? And in the name of Jesus, huh? Your mouth look like it's a back door. Wide open. Ain't no teeth in it. Real mother. Can I teach you something? Look what it says. She seek wool and flax and work diligently with her hand. She's an entrepreneur. She is like the merchant ship. She brings food from afar off. Huh? Now let me show you this. This is a single mother. A single mother like a merchant ship. What she does is she makes sure that her kids are fed. She makes sure her kids have clothes. She might not have the best on, but she's going to make sure the kids right. She's going to go and do what she got to do. I'm not talking about going out here doing nothing illegal. I'm not talking about going out here selling her body. She's going to do the right thing. She's going to go out and bring food to her children. Now, what she's going to do is she's going to take her children just like a mother hen on a nest. She's going to cover them till they get of age, huh? And what she's going to do, she's going to nurture them, huh? But then what a mother does like that, what she do when they get of age, she do like the eagle. This is what the eagle does. What the eagle does when the kid get of age, what it does is they kick the kid out of the nest. Huh? And then what the mother does, she watched the child, the eagle fly down. And in other words, if the eagle don't fly, she go pick him up. But the thing about it is, she done taught him how to fly. Huh? She done taught him how to fly, so when he'll flutter. Huh? But then when she started flying, she said, I did my job. That's what a mother should do. You ought to make sure that your child, when she go out in the world, she's ready. You ought to make sure when your son go out in the world, he's ready. You might not can teach him how to be a father, huh? But you can teach him how to be a man. Huh? You can bring around some people that'll help him. Huh? There are some people that'll help you with your children. There are some people that help you with your son. Huh? There are some fathers that'll help you. Huh? I'll help you, but the thing about it, I don't play. Huh? Because if I tell them something, they get out, crack out, bye. I ain't wasting no time. Because you understand what I'm saying? Because if they disrespect me, they'll disrespect you. And I ain't going to have it. See you. I got a grandson about, y'all see him, Joshua. He better not disrespect me. That's his mama, that's his daddy. Hey, I'll bring him down. I will. I will. You know why? Because he know better. He been taught better. If he say something, he probably in Charlotte talking about, that's fine. And if I hear the Charlotte, I go down there and talk. But you understand what I'm saying? You gotta teach respect. Can I preach this thing? We're finna go, y'all. Look what it says. She rises also while and yet in the night, and bring me to her household and a portion to her maiden. She helping other folk. She helping other ladies. She mentoring other ladies that need help. She mentoring women that don't have father, don't have husband. She mentoring them. She become a mentor. That's what a virtuous woman does. She become a mentor. She teaching other women things that she done in her life. She can pass it on to the next person. She considers a field and buy it. For the fruit of her hands she planted a vineyard. Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. What she does, she think ahead. Huh? She want things to get grow. She want things to grow. My wife, God bless her, I love her. She think ahead in this ministry. A lot of things you see done, she's implementing. Huh? She does. Because she wants the ministry to grow. She wants you ladies to grow. She wants you ladies to be your best. Huh? You're not her biological daughter, but you're a spiritual daughter. She wants you to grow. Huh? She don't listen. She don't do y'all no better. She don't do y'all no worse or no better than our real daughters. She treats you the same. Huh? She tell you the truth even if you don't like it. But because she loves you. She wants you to grow. She wants you to grow from the inside out, not from the outside in. Because you got to realize the real you is on the inside. The real you is on the inside. All here is just a product of what's going on in the inside. But you realize the real you is on the inside. The spirit man should be renewed daily. Your spirit man should be eating spiritual food. Your spirit man should make you grow. Your spirit man should help you praise God. Your spirit man should make you want more of God. Your spirit man, if he's been fed, if he ain't been fed, he'll sit around and look at everybody else, talking about I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I need to be fed. The only way you'll speak your spirit man is through the word of God. You got to get some word up in you, huh? You got to get some. Once you get some word in you, huh? What the word do? What the word do? The word will change you. The word will change your situation. The word will change how you think. The word will change how you act. The word will change how you see things. The word will change how you hear things. The word will change it. Jesus said, "Man shall not live by word alone, but by every word." But see that out here now. That's what you shall live by. You ain't got to live by dancing and shouting, huh? You ain't got to shout and still live, huh? Number one, people want to shout and looking like a bag of bugs. You got to have something in your life. God wants you to grow. You ain't got to wait till you get 50 years old to grow. God wants you to grow. He wants you to be your best. He wants you to be your best. He wants you to be your best, mother. He wants you to be your best. That's why the word for it. Make you the best. God wants you to be the best. He wants you to be the best you. You don't need to be nobody else. You're the best you. Let me show you something. These people that are seeing mentors today, when I say mentors, in general, like celebrities, Beyonce, she's not a mentor. She's a mentor. If you call her a mentor, you deceive her. Would you want your child on that? I don't care if you didn't get $6 million lick. Huh? I don't want my daughter doing that. If I see my daughter, girl, you better chill out. You better park it. Like the commercial, stay in your lane. But I mean, in church, people, they think it's a mentor. She got hers, you got yours to give. She raising her kids off of your money. She is. Not mine. I ain't gonna buy that stuff.
That's right.
Her kids living better than you are. Hello, somebody. Her kids riding in limousines and riding in little jets. What about you? Leave y'all pop the door. Listen, she girded her loins with strength and strengthened her arm. She perceived that her merchandise is good. Her candle goes not out by night. That means, listen, she don't give up. Huh? She lays her hand to a spindle and her hands hold the distaff. She strengthens out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reaches forth to the hand to the needy. She looks out for everybody. She don't only look out for her family. She look out for those in need. She look out for those that are on the street. Those that are in shelters. Those that are in social service. She look out for them. If she can do something for her, she help them. This is just one woman. This is not women. This is just one woman. These are character of a virtuous woman. This is just one woman. This ain't a group of women. This is just one woman. Number one, what it is, she's been focused. She's looking for somebody to help. She's looking for somebody to nurture. She's looking for somebody to grow. Because what happened, that's her DNA. God put that in her. You know why? Because God is love. He that loveth not knoweth not God, because God is love. So what happened? The love is in her. The love of God is in her. That's why she's virtuous. That's why she got good morals. That's why she got good character. That's why she got good DNA. That's why she got a good report. That's why somebody can't say nothing bad about her. The only thing they say bad about her, who she thinks she is, but she don't. It ain't what she thinks she is. She knows who she is. She knows who she really is. She is fearfully and wonderfully made. She knows that. She knows that she's a woman of God. She knows she's a woman of purpose. She knows that she's a mother. She knows that she's a wife. She knows that she's a teacher. She knows that. She knows that she's a mentor. She knows that. And she's walking in her calling. She's walking in her calling. She's walking in her purpose. She's walking in her destiny. She's walking in what God called her to be. She's walking in it. When I'm saying she's living in it. Can I teach this thing? And when people say that, oh, there go Miss Virtue. Hey, Miss Virtue. Miss Virtue, how you doing today? Hey, Miss Virtue. Because she got the authority. Can I teach you? Look here. Listen. She's not afraid of the snow of her household, for all her household clothes with God. In other words, she prepares herself when hard times come. Her kids have clothes. Her kids got food. Huh? She makes herself covered in tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. She looks good like my wife. Huh? Her husband is known in the gates, and he sits among the elders of the land. In other words, when they go out with the boys say, oh man, you got a good wife. I sure have. Who your wife? Lady David? Yeah, I sure have. That's my honey. That's my wife. For 48 years, going on 49, she's my wife. She's my honey. She's the mother of my children. Yes, she is. Man, you got a good wife. I know it. You ain't got nothing to tell me. I know that. Oh, Pastor, you been arrogant. I'm being truthful. I've been there on the other side of that. I've been that sorry man. I've been that no good husband. I've been that not giving to my family. I've been there. That's why I can preach it. I've been there. I've been there when my wife had to take care of my daughters and my son. I've been there. While I'm out in the street. No longer. No longer. Can I teach this thing? No longer. Coming in. There we go. Look what it says. Huh? She makes fine linen. She sells it and delivers girdles in a merchant. She's an entrepreneur. I like that. Stripping on her clothing. Stripping on her clothing. In other words, she clothed with quality of life. Stripping on her clothing. In other words, her integrity is seen. Your integrity is seen. She wears it with honor and pride and not arrogance. She's not arrogant. Can I teach? Come on. Listen. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. We talked that. She looks well to the ways of her household, and he does not bring idleness. Her children rise up and call her what? Lady, stand up. You blessed, baby. Stand up, mother. You blessed. Stand up. You blessed. Stand up.
Yes.
You blessed. Stand up. 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 you're blessed. You got children? Stand up. She looked at me like, what about me? If your children don't say it, I'm going to say it. You're blessed. You're blessed. In the city, in the country, in the field, at home, on the job, you're blessed. You're blessed. Don't look at your situation, you're blessed. Your situation will determine who you are. Your situation is just a starting point for where you're going. Don't worry about your situation. Because what happens from now on, your kids should call you blessed. Your kids should call your mama and they say, hey, blessed. I honor you ladies. Give you ladies a hand. So you're blessed. This is what I'm talking about, a virtuous woman. Her kids son say, man, my mama blessed. My mama fly. My mama, she ain't slick, but she fly. My mama cool. When I go to my mama, I know how far to go. Huh? I know how far to go with the coolness with my mama. Thank you, Jesus. I'm coming in. I just want to teach today. Listen, let me show you something. Let me show you something of this. Let me show you something of this. Many daughters have done virtuously. Let me show you something. Check this out, ladies. You ladies that I talk to, if y'all don't get none of what I say, check this out. Many daughters have done virtually, but none but thou excel them all. What he's saying is, there are some virtuous daughters. You might have some virtuous daughters, but they'll never succeed. They might dress better. They might talk better. They'll never excel above you.
All right.
Never. They'll never. You're the bomb. You are the bomb. Think like that. You're the bomb. When I say that, I ain't talking about I think you better than anybody. But think better than you been thinking. You're the bomb. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are handmade by God. God put all the features on you because, number one, he didn't make everybody the same. What he done is he made a rainbow of ladies that look good. Number one is, when you see tapestry got different colors. So what God is saying is, I want to make a rainbow of ladies, a rainbow of daughters, that everybody can see my handiwork. You are God's handiwork. Huh? You are God's handiwork. Don't let no joker put their hands on you. Huh? I don't care who it is, where it comes from, he better not put his hands on you. I decree and declare today, if anybody put their hand on you, in the name of Jesus, God's going to get him and he's going to be in trouble. Because I said this prophetic word and I sent it out and it's going to come back. But let me tell you one thing. Don't let nobody put you down. Don't let nobody put you down where you at. Don't let nobody tell you something different. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And when you walk out this church, you say, I'm blessed. Here we go. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that fears the Lord shall be greatly praised. Give her of the fruits of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. In other words, your life going to speak for you. Give the Lord a hand praise. Everybody stand.